Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Let's take a look at all the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Predator figures that I currently have in the collection. Hope you enjoy it. If you do, drop a like on the video and make sure you subscribe. So here we have the Hot Toys 1/6 scale Elder Predator from Predator 2. It's the second time Hot Toys have made this particular Predator. Then we have the Hot Toys 1/6 scale City Hunter Predator from Predator 2. And this was, I think, the third version, or the third attempt at making this character in 1/6 scale. Could be the fourth. I think it's the third attempt though. And here we have the Hot Toys original Predator, the Jungle Hunter. This was the first time Hot Toys attempted this original creature from the first movie, and they have not made another one since. So he's the only OG Jungle Hunter that Hot Toys have made so far. And we have the Wolf from Alien vs Predator Requiem. And this would be, let's see, 1, 2, 3. This could be the third or the fourth time Hot Toys have made the Wolf. They made a regular version back in the day, and then a cleaner kit version. And then I think this one, I might be missing one, but they've done quite a few wolves, but this one, I think they perfected it. So I'll just enjoy taking a look at them all together, share my thoughts on them, how accurate they may or may not be. And don't forget to let me know your thoughts in the comment section. So just taking a close-up look at the Elder, and interestingly enough, the Elder Predator that you see in Predator 2, apparently that's actually the Jungle Hunter from the first film, the suit and the head that was repainted and reworked to make him look like this. You can see it once you know that, when you look into his eyes, and thankfully Hot Toys really went back and revised how they did this head sculpt and perfected it. So you can still see the original Jungle Hunter in there. You just see him looking back at you. Obviously, he's got more quills now. His hair's a different color. It's got the well, it's just different. But it was the OG Predator underneath all that. So it's pretty interesting that he did kind of make an appearance in Predator 2. You really have to be careful with the blades on this guy's gauntlet here, because they are real metal and they are really sharp. I've had a few accidents myself. There's the flintlock pistol that he gives to Danny Glover, and just one of the newer bodies, so loses a fair bit of articulation, but certainly looks good. That's the main thing you want, really, standing in your collection. You don't want to see too many joints. You want to see a great paint job, which is what you will see, even on his dreads, the way they've been done. Absolutely. Well, it speaks for itself, really. Because you can't interchange the mandibles, thankfully that helps with just the smoothness of the sculpt. No awkward looking lines from where the different mandibles attach to the head. The eyes are painted really well on this one. Very creepy looking. His teeth and the jewellery. Yep, the Elder. Another little thing that connects him with the original Jungle Hunter is you'll notice that the armor is pretty much identical to what the Jungle Hunter was using in the original movie, especially around this section. Even down to his mid-pack, plasma caster. Extremely similar. And you can see his little pouch with the bones attached to it. There's the little, I don't know if that's quite dagger size, but it's like a little sword. And you can go ahead and put his... Well, this is plastic, by the way, but it looks very convincing. So you've got real blades on his gauntlet there, but this is plastic. And you can sheath it or put it away, and there's a little holder here, which is very cool because, you know, it really hammers home that kind of pirate vibe that the Elder has. Now to the Wolf Predator. One of Hot Toys' absolute best Preds. That's just a fact. I mean, it's a thing of beauty. And even though he's got one of the updated bodies, maybe it's just because he's more slim, a bit more trim than some of the other AVP Preds. He does have really good articulation, and he gets feet flat on the ground, so he doesn't look awkward. I mean, he stands up really well there, so I've taken away the groin grabber and just got him standing on the base, unassisted. He looks fine. Mission ready. And I've had him with the biomask on in the collection for a while now, so I think I'll use this opportunity to take the mask off and display him once more, with his half acid burnt face revealed. Make him look truly badass. It's just a fine piece, folks. That's why he's in the collection. It's an essential one. If you're a Predator fan of any level, you want to get yourself at some point representation of the wolf. The lone wolf came to Earth on his jacks to kill aliens and mop up the cleaner, like Mr. Wolf in Pulp Fiction. He's same thing, but just from another planet. Yeah. There's the tube action. We got the old Mandala blood. Yeah. Right. There. Give him his fucking mandibles in there. You go. Get in there. That's right. You have that. That's beautiful, that is. Not too shabby, not too shabby. Liking that. Right, I think we're going to ditch this for a bit because it's beautiful, but I want to change it up. I'll change it up. What are we going to use? What are we going to use? I'm not mad keen on the whip. It's really cool, but it just doesn't look metal. It doesn't look very convincing. So I'm not going to go with that. Rocked it before. What about this little gun? It's alright, I suppose. Not very interesting to look at. Yeah. About holding... Well, I mean, these are Necker face huggers, so they're not really big enough. Now, what I had to do before was steal the hands, the open splayed hands like this from the Elder Predator, because the other ones just don't come with them, and it's annoying because you need them. But he doesn't come with them, so I'm going to borrow from someone who's already borrowing from someone else. And borrow his hands from him, who borrowed them from him, and put them on him, who's going to borrow them now. Yeah. Okay. Take your hands, if I may, Mr. City Hunter. So we've now got the open hands from the Elder Predator on the wolf here, and why he doesn't go, I already said this in the review, but need saying again, why didn't he come with them? You know, his own open hands. It's aggressive. It's a predator. You want it to look like he's, you know, like he's after you. And you need those hands in order to do that. And I've had to snatch them from the poor old elder who wants his hands back. Anyway, got him to stand up. Very sweet. So that's the way I'm going to display him for a little while now. Yeah, so we don't want it to look like he wants a cuddle. We really need to make it look like he is aggressively reaching for your soul. So you bring the hands in a little bit. Go ahead. There you go. Not too much, because now he looks a bit daft. There we go. He looks a little bit, you know, special pred. Let him out for the day, just to make him feel like he sort of has purpose, you know. Go on, Wolfie. You go and catch yourself some trophies. Poor little bugger's out chasing cats in there. I was trying to feel that one. There we go. Let's just get you sorted. Let's get you fucking sorted. There we go. His bones around his neck are quite big, aren't they? They're like the little trophy skulls. They're a bit bulbous, a bit large. So that's how I'll probably display him for a bit. Beautiful piece, this one, folks. One of the best. Amazing head sculpt. Really, I like the proportions on the wolf, always have. I like the slimmer look for the Preds. More believable. Them being as agile and tactical as they can be in the woods or in the city. Just leaping from roof to roof or branch to branch. Whatever the case may be. This guy looks like he could do all of that. Looks like he has done it all. I mean, he's got history on his face. All the burns. Amazing sculpting on that. The paintwork. Absolutely awesome. Great dreads on this guy. Some of the best. It just falls so well. And check out the full review on the channel for this guy in the unboxing video back when I got him. Went all out on his review, so make sure you check it out. It's just a little peek. Just a little reminder. Check out the amount of stuff on his back as well, man. This is amazing. Cleaner kit, the med kit, 2 shoulder cannons which can retract and then fold down on his back like this. You can pull them up, turn them any way you want. The dreads are so kind of nicely done that they never really interfere or hinder the articulation. You really have to spend some time looking at this creature. He's just fully loaded. It's been a while, but I'm pretty sure all of these open up and you can look inside. But I don't want to go messing with it, to be honest, folks. But absolutely amazing detail. Yep, so that's how I'm going to put him back on display. His mask at his feet. Using the diorama base, but not the stand, because he's balancing really well. So I've got no worries about him falling. It's a solid piece. Let's move on to the next. Now moving on to the original Jungle Hunter Predator, I'm going to try and incorporate everything. I'm going to try and get him to hold on to his biomask pretty much in the position his arm is now, while still holding on to those dog tags. Then I'm going to switch out this hand to hold on to the skull and spine. That way everything will be on display. So I'm going to see if I can make that work. Let's see. Alright, well I've managed to do that pretty easily. I think that looks pretty cool, because everything's on display. It's only temporary. I don't want to keep them like that too long, but you got the plasma cannon is up and ready to fire. He's holding the repainted and regored recently by me skull and spine. He's got his biomask in his hand and the dog tags, which tells you that he's already hunted down Dutch and his men, and he didn't self-destruct in my version. He claimed all of his prizes and went home a very happy predator. Let's pan up from the bottom with a beautiful diorama jungle base. And an awesome head sculpt of the original Jungle Hunter. 100% likeness achieved. Absolutely awesome. I like it. I'm going to go with that. You could even do the old one side closed mandibles, the other side open, to kind of make it look like he's in the middle of maybe speaking or just gurgling and, you know, doing his predator thing, clicking noises and that. So I might actually go with the old half and half. It's something I used to like to do back in the day when I owned him before. Oh, man, I love this piece. It's absolutely awesome to have him back. Yeah, I like that. I think that's how I'm going to leave him for now. I just spent way too long trying to do this. I wanted to get him to hold the skull like that so that this, you know, the gravity, the spine would be the way it is. Because when he's holding it more like that, the spine would droop down, and it doesn't. So maybe one day Hot Toys will give you like a skull and spine, but there'll be a wire in the spine so you can actually bend it in different positions for different kind of holding poses. And I've also had to use a Predator 2 hand for that kind of clasping position, which doesn't match the rest of his body color wise. So just wanted to show you after all the effort I went to make it happen. But it's not going to stay like that. Color of the hand doesn't match the body. Alright, so that's the final pose for him for now. That doesn't look too bad. He's got his original hands, so everything is matching up color-wise again. Jungle Hunter. And on to the City Boy. And I might go for a unmasked, arm severed, full battle damage kind of look, which is something I really don't do very often with this guy, but might as well change it up. It's nice that it's so easy to remove this arm for when you do want to do the severed arm look. It's not as hard as I'm making it look. I'm just trying not to knock over this camera here. Go ahead, get that out, and then we put our severed chunk in. Now, I really don't display him like this enough. I always just go for that clean museum look for the City Hunter here. Let's go ahead and bend that so we can't see the joint. Lovely. There we go. He really does look like a viper kind of snake. Now I think, see, you can kind of get away with how inaccurate the look of the face is by kind of maybe going for the breathing mask look, which certainly does help a lot. So I might try that during the course of this little repose. But let's just let me remind myself what he looks like with the mandibles in, both open and closed, because it's been a while. We got this guy in at the figure pit recently. I'm not sure, I think he's still for sale on the website. That's www.thefigurepit.com. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for collectors in the UK, maybe extending further in the future, but for now it's only the third month of us being in operation. We're trying to make it as easy as possible for collectors to sell their stuff. It's going well so far. We've had some amazing stuff come in. This is my City Hunter here. I don't really... Oh, actually I've given him one closed and one open. It actually looks quite cool. That was an accident. But yeah, check out the website, folks. We've got a lot of amazing stuff on there at the moment, and always got new stuff coming in. Here's his combi stick or spear. Right, let me think. What am I going to do here? I think... Let's get him holding his breathing mask. So I need a hand that can hold on to that. There we go, it goes in there. And then let's have him... Oh, dickhead tripod. Dickhead tripod. Brilliant. Right. Oh, come on, mate. There we go. Hey? Lovely stuff. Right, so I want him... I'll give you two. One with the kind of bit that goes into his face, and then another kind of loose one that he's just meant to hold in his hand, which is what I'm doing with this. And this tube will actually attach to something in his back, if I remember correctly. Yes. That's always been tied up, that is. Right, where does it go? In the back. You got the spine hanging. I did that. Right, now where does this go? Wait, oh, I see. Got a little hole here that feeds in there quite nicely. Thank you very much. And then we'll get him to hold on to this. Doesn't look like he holds on to this very well. That doesn't look very natural. Great stuff. I don't want to mess up his little tubing thing. Right, that's... yeah, that doesn't work. He doesn't come with another hand, does he? Or have I used it on someone else? No, not sure. Well, he doesn't seem to come with a hand to hold on to that. We got this. We got this. We got a pointing finger. Should we have him pointing to his... Ow, they're sharp. Bloody hell. Oh yeah, watch out. Mr. Predator 2's head comes off really easy if I remember correctly. Right, I don't like that hand. I'm getting rid of that. What we're going to do... We have not got a hand. See, it's a common problem with the Predators. You don't have hands for the job. He just... he doesn't have the bloody correct hands to do anything with. Let's try that one, but that's the wrong colour because that's the hand from the old original Predator 2 Predator that I had. I don't know why I still have that, but I do. You wanna maybe hold on to your mask now? Yeah? And hold on to that? There you go. Alright. Oh, no. Fair play. Why would you? Why would you? That would make way too much sense for you to be able to hold on to your own accessories. Let's go back to the hand that we've already tried and we know doesn't work, but we're going to do it again. And careful not to stab yourself with his very, very sharp metal blades. They're real metal on this guy and they're really sharp. So I've stabbed myself before. Oh, piss, it's all falling apart. I've stabbed myself before with Predator accessories. And you will too. If they made his knee pads so loose, they won't stay up. Oh, this is bollocks. Why are his knee pads so big? Like, I remember this was a pain in the arse, but it seems to be getting worse over time. The strap's alright, unless it's stretched. But it's just, look. It's way too big. It's way too loose for it to stick where it's supposed to go. That's supposed to be a knee cover. It's way too flappy. Slightest little breeze movement, if you wink near it, it just drops. This one too. It's bollocks. I'm gonna have to figure that out now. Why are they so loose? Look, I've even bent his knee a little bit to give it a little bit of something to cling on to, but nah. Hang on. Right, I've done it now, don't worry about it. That was an absolute nightmare getting him to look like this. The knee pads, I'm sick of them. I need to figure something out. I don't know why they are so loose. Really impossible to get them to just sit in the right position. There's way too much loose, flappy strap action. As usual, with all the Predator 2 City Hunters that I've ever encountered, he just won't hold on to his spear tightly enough. It's really just flopping about loose in his hand, and it's not very satisfying. He looks great though. And one thing I've noticed, the likeness to the original Predator 2 Predator City Hunter from the movie, they just re-sculpted or sculpted over an old sculpt, the Shadow Predator I think, and made it look more like a City Hunter head sculpt, which is a really, cutting corners, and they really should have gone back like they did with the Elder and got it right. But with this breathing mask on, and if you tilt the head down, it makes the top of the head look taller, which it should do. and now I think it looks incredible. But obviously that doesn't solve the problem of the likeness being quite shoddily done. But the top of the dome of the head now does look more elongated because I've got him looking down with the breathing mask on, and I love the way that looks. I think it looks absolutely insane. So he is 100% going back on the shelf looking like that. Full battle damaged Predator 2 City Hunter. Behave yourself, Danny Glover. Alright folks, that's pretty much the video. I hope you enjoyed seeing the Predators all together. Maybe one day I'll get myself some more. These are the main ones that I really want. You got the original, the City Hunter, the Elder and the Wolf. Those are the main 4 Predators that I like. Prime One are doing some incredible stuff. Hot Toys have done some incredible stuff. I used to own the Berserker as well from the 3rd movie. And a couple of other older Predator figures that you had to assemble yourself. The original Jungle Hunter being the first one that came fully assembled. And yeah, ever since they've just been slightly improving them. You know, the new bodies are great. You lose a bit of articulation, but they look really pleasing to the eye. Not so many joints visible and such. But I do miss the possibility of a piece like this, because I can pretty much do anything with him. But Predator 2 was the most frustrating one to repose because of his super loose knee pads and just generally being a bit awkward. His head comes off too easy as well. Every time I forget, like trying to tilt his head forward, and it just comes right off the body. So you gotta be careful with that. Wolf gave me the least grief. He was very well behaved. Didn't really do much to the Elder, but it wasn't so much a comparison, folks. It was more of a just showing you, you know, the ones that I have here and reposing them and then putting them back on display like this. And hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you soon. Take it easy. Bye bye.